It has been an abominable failure in the ratings, but Democrats on Capitol Hill may not be satisfied to let the market decide. There is a plan in the works to force radio stations to carry liberal content, even if nobody wants to listen. Is this exactly how we want our tax dollars to be spent? Joining us now is the co-host of Hannity and Combs and host of Hannity's America, and he also, of course, has his very own powerhouse radio show, Sean Hannity. Hey, Sean.
Megan, you've been a frequent guest. How are you? It's great to be with you. You know, isn't this amazing, though, you think about this? You know, they're not saying there needs to be fairness at our nation's liberal newspapers or our nation's liberal broadcast networks or two cable channels that slant solidly to the left. You know, they go after the one bastion where they have tried to compete and they have failed miserably. So liberals do what they do best. They want to use the strong arm of the government to inflict or push their values on America.
Right. They really are considering a plan that would essentially force the likes of Al Franken and those like him onto the radio airwaves on any station that you are on, or somebody like Bill O'Reilly's on, or Rush Limbaugh's on. Why shouldn't we let the market decide, which is one of the fundamental principles of American economics? Look,
I even think it's more sinister than that, because you're right, that's what should happen. But look, if we watch what's happening now, Megan, I would argue that there is a steady, a concerted attempt by politicians in Washington, and by the way, this is happening from both parties, literally to prevent people from influencing the outcome of elections here and expressing views in public forums. Frankly, a direct assault to the First Amendment. Now, Hillary has, in the Clinton years, John Podesta, for example, used to be the chief of staff of Bill Clinton. So he gets George Soros money to the tune of some $36 million donated to create this think tank of his. He comes out with this report, The Structural Imbalance of Talk Radio. He creates a blueprint for legislation, all leading into Hillary's, campaign in 2008, right, that would intimidate station owners on the one hand. If they don't put these liberal shows on, they would threaten to limit the numbers of stations they can own in individual markets.
Right.
And then you've got the fairness doctrine on the other hand.
Got to leave it at that, Sean, because we are up against a hard break in 8 seconds.
We'll talk.
But he'll have more on this on his show, so go Hannity and Combs tonight and stay with us coming up in just moments.